Something I realized about the very end of The Last of Us Part 1, when they had me on the operating table, there wasn't gonna be a vaccine. Not at all. How is it a vaccine when you're taken from people who love you, rape you and torment you, watch all the people you cared for get chopped up, eaten by them, and then you're forced to bury them all under you, all of them. Especially my first love, which was Riley. There was going to be no vaccine to cure anyone. What Crowley was going to do was take my blood, because of my Spanish translations into English, take as much as he could for himself, injected it into himself, to raise his own army to wage war in heaven and earth, and hell as well, to take all the power for himself. I wasn't gonna allow that. I had to call the Antichrist out for who he was. You know, cursing and everything else is okay in moderation. But when it's overkill, it's when you got a problem. When me and Riley got hammered, my reaction was, "Hey, what are you doing, girl?" It had to take me getting really sick and throwing up. You know how I'm not too good at heavy alcohol unless it's at a very light way. The people that are here, the clones, they should get to their phones, and the clones should show their phones to the clone kids, and they should turn themselves in. Because the original people that they were, well, put it this way, you wouldn't have been anything to Crowley, because he and his actual minions, who were starting to follow him in hell, to turn on Lucifer and our creator, who created all of us all over the universe. The infinity of the universe is how many civilizations are out there, good or bad. This is the final nail in the coffin, so to speak, against evil, at least on this planet. I like my Texan accent, I really do. I'm feeling like my dad, and I feel like Walker, Texas Ranger. That's some badass shit. The moral of the story is intent in your actions. You do stupid things, you get stupid things that happen to you. You could be creative about any subject. Nothing wrong with expressing ways to control the anger or the happiness to achieve balance within yourself. Well, let's put it this way. The original people would have been killed off anyway by Crowley first minute. Because it was one of the things that I said to the Masons, who are gonna need help rebuilding. And I know a couple of OGs who could help that. Mr. Oon, you're definitely one of them. You should be the Grand Master of the Freemasons as a whole, to help really bring forward a true orthodox organization, that we follow the same traditional roots, but with more modern and orthodox codes or program to make sure evil never comes on this planet again. To the clones, you gotta let Lori go to make this right. To my women, if there's anything else I left out, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know me like a book. So, the clones got something to think about. And they should really go in willingly. All of them, to turn yourselves in for what happened. Your originals were never gonna get that so-called vaccine Marlene Taylor was promising you. And she wasn't either. She was doing Crowley's work. Crowley lied to everyone there. Y'all were gonna die anyway after you gave me to that monster that did everything he could to take away everything that I loved. Especially Riley. You have no idea how much I loved Riley Canwalis. The clones need to just turn themselves into my daddy and to my wives. That's what they can do to make the rest of this right. If not, they will be taken in by force. Nobody will get left out.